Hey everyone, this is Michael again, and today I'm going to do a DVD review of the History of WWE, 50 Years of Sports Entertainment DVD. Just watched the documentary last night, a couple of matches that were on the disc. Also last night I watched, and finished watching the last disc with some matches, and I'm going to give my reviews on it. My review on it. So, here we go. Okay, so here's the History of WWE, 50 Years of Sports Entertainment DVD, 3-disc set right there. Yeah, it's got some of the superstars right here. We got let me zoom in right there. You have Triple H, Sergeant Slaughter, Vince McMahon Sr., Andre the Giant, Stone Cold Steve Austin, Trish Stratus, Bret Hart, Undertaker, Edge, John Cena, CM Punk, Rey Mysterio, Vincent Kennedy McMahon Jr., The Rock, Shawn Michaels, Hulk Hogan, and Mick Foley. And I think that's Mae Young right there, or Fabulous Moolah. Yesterday, Mae Young passed away. So rest in peace to a great legend. So, but like I said, it's a 3-disc set. Here's the front of it, spine. And the back, and got Hulk Hogan and Andre right there from their WrestleMania 3 match, John Cena, The Rock, and Triple H. And it says, for 1/2 century, WWE has carved a permanent niche in Americana. What started in 1963 as a regional promotion is now a global entertainment phenomenon that captivates fans in over 150 countries and 30 different languages. Today, WWE is proud to commemorate its golden anniversary. With this never-before-seen documentary, trace the journey from smoke-filled arenas to sold-out stadiums with the legendary superstars and legends who blazed the trail. The history of WWE, 50 years of sports entertainment, delivers all the indelible performers, from Bruno Sammartino to Hulk Hogan, Bret Hart, Stone Cold Steve Austin, The Rock, Triple H, John Cena, and countless others. Get ready to experience history with over a dozen bonus matches and moments, including Bruno Sammartino's epic championship reign come to an end in Baltimore, Maryland. Hulk Hogan slams Andre the Giant in front of over 93,000. That was at WrestleMania 3. Austin 3:16 is born, which was from King of the Ring 96. And Generations Collide at WrestleMania 18, which was Hulk Hogan versus The Rock. And Miss McMahon purchases WCW from 2001, and so much more. And so there's the back. And you open it up right here, and you got the first ever Royal Rumble from 1988. Stone Cold Steve Austin there, Andre, Bret Hart versus Shawn Michaels from Survivor Series 97, the Montreal Screwjob, Hulk Hogan again, and you have also right here Stone Cold Steve Austin and Umaga from the Battle of the Billionaires at WrestleMania 23, Bret Hart again, Bobby Lashley, Spear and Umaga, Rey Mysterio, CM Punk and John Cena, and of course The Rock. And right over here is the listings of what's on the discs. And here's a promotion for the upcoming 50 years book that's going to be available in spring 2014, spring of this year. So that's cool. Definitely want to get it when it comes out. Here's the discs. You got disc 1, disc 2 and disc 3, and take out the discs, and you got the first ever WWE belt. You have a pair of, I think, Andre the Giant's boots, and you have an old-fashioned ring bell. But the documentary, I thought was okay. I mean, I enjoyed it for what it was. Wasn't perfect because they used a lot of archival interviews and some new interviews and such, but I enjoyed it for what it was. It was pretty cool. Learn about, the WWE, learn more about the WWE and the business. And here are the discs, right? The chapters in the documentaries. The documentary. They have a whole thing of Bruno Sammartino as the Titan takeover. Right here is where Vince McMahon, who we all know today, took over the company. Hulkamania, where tells you of how Vince McMahon bought Hulk Hogan to the WWE. Got the first WrestleMania and how that was created. Saturday Night's Main Event, which they talk about how it was a fill-in for Saturday Night Live on NBC. Talk about WrestleMania 3 and how that pay-per-view was, great. They talk about the Andre and Hogan match, just classic. Pay-per-view expansion, where they talk about other pay-per-views and how they created them, like start out with WrestleMania. Then there was they talk about Royal Rumble, Survivor Series, and all the other pay-per-views. The steroid trial, which glad that they talked about that. It was from March of '92, and how they thought the superstars were taking steroids. New Generation is when they brought in all these other superstars, like Triple H, and how that generation was. Monday Night Raw, how that was created. They talk about that. They talk about the Monday Night War, was WWE versus WCW. Montreal, which they talk about the Montreal Screwjob at Survivor Series '97. Attitude Era, they talk a little bit more about that. I know that, since we got the Attitude Era on DVD that came out 2 years ago, I talk about more of that. Tragedy in Kansas City, which that was, I was shocked that they talked about that, because, it was mainly about, they talked about the, Owen Hart at, how he died at the 1999 Over the Edge pay-per-view, and how that affected everyone in the company. Talk about how SmackDown was created, the expansion, and how the WWE, the expansion right here is they talk about, the WWE going into, the stock market and, the internet base. Brand extension, which they talk about the superstars, some superstars on Raw, and some superstars go to SmackDown, and they talk about the draft. WrestleMania stadiums, they talk about, the stadiums that WrestleMania was held. The Hall of Fame, which they talk about how, it goes from Andre the Giant being the first inductee into the Hall of Fame, and how the Hall of Fame has, kept going since then. WWE Studios, they talk about their films, that they did. And yeah, so it was a enjoyable documentary. I liked it, but it wasn't anything amazing though. But like I said, I liked it for what it was. Now in disc 2, you have the matches. You have WWE Championship match, Bruno Sammartino versus superstar Billy Graham from Baltimore, Maryland, April 30th, 1977. You got the classic Hogan versus Andre from WrestleMania 3 from March 29th, 1987. This was actually an arena cam, and there wasn't any commentary for it, which it was like you experienced it from the arena, like you were watching it with the crowd, which was kind of cool. You got the first ever Royal Rumble match from the first ever Royal Rumble from January 24th, 1988, and Hacksaw Jim Duggan won that Royal Rumble. You got the first episode, the Koko Beware versus Yokozuna from the first episode of Raw from January 11th, 1993. Wasn't anything special though, it was just a squash match. And you got the Jake the Snake Roberts versus Steve Austin from King of the Ring, June 23rd, 1996, with the famous, at the end, Austin 3:16 says, "I just whipped your ass." But yeah, so that's all for disc 2. And on disc 3, you have the WWE Championship match, Bret Hart versus Shawn Michaels, Survivor Series, November 9th, 1997, the Montreal Screwjob. Tyson and Austin from Raw, January 19th, 1998. Everyone knows that, so I'm not going to talk about it. Just classic. And you got Triple H versus The Rock, WWE Championship match from SmackDown, August 26, 1999. Fast-paced match. I liked it. Mr. McMahon announces the purchase of WCW from Raw, March 26, 2001. Another moment that everyone knows. Rock versus Hogan from WrestleMania 18, March 17, 2002. Classic. Not going to talk about it. Battle of the Billionaires, hair versus hair match, Bobby Lashley versus Umaga from WrestleMania 23, April 1st, 2007, where Stone Cold was the special guest referee, and Umaga was aside for Vince McMahon, and Bobby Lashley was aside for Donald Trump. And McMahon getting his head shaved was great. It was classic. And you got the 6-man tag team match, John Cena, Batista, Rey Mysterio versus Chris Jericho, Big Show, and Randy Orton from Tribute to the Troops, December 20th, 2008. Shocking that they include a Tribute to the Troops, a match from Tribute to the Troops. But it was okay. It was nothing. It was not perfect though. But then you have the famous CM Punk pipe bomb from Raw, June 27, 2011, and finally, the number one contenders match for the WWE Championship, John Cena versus CM Punk from Raw, February 25th, 2013. And the winner got to face The Rock at WrestleMania. So, yeah. But that's all that you get on the DVD. But, it was a enjoyable documentary. It wasn't perfect, though. But if you're a fan of WWE and want to learn more about, the company in general, pick up this DVD, if you want to learn more about the company. So, but yeah. So that's it for my DVD review of the history of WWE, 50 years in sports entertainment. Thank you all for watching, and the next WWE DVD review I will do is of the Monday Night Wars, because I just got that recently this past weekend, and after I'm done watching that DVD, when I get around to it, there will be a DVD review of it. So until then, thank you all for watching, and until the next video, I'll see you all later.